Yo, partnership alert, partnership alert, partnership alert. Living Corporate has a partnership with LinkedIn Learning, an American massive open online course provider that provides video courses taught by industry experts across a wide array of subjects. Now, the partnership is because Living Corporate has courses on LinkedIn Learning focused on diversity, equity, inclusion for leaders, career professionals, and anyone really looking to upskill themselves and be better allies. So make sure you check out our courses on LinkedIn Learning by clicking the link in the show notes. And let's just say you don't want to do that. When you go to LinkedIn Learning on LinkedIn, search Living Corporate. We'll be right there. All right? Peace.
What's going on, Living Corporate? It's Tristan, and I want to thank you for tapping back in with me as I provide some tips and advice for professionals. Today, let's talk about 3 things you shouldn't say in an interview if you want a job offer. When we are interviewing, everything we say affects the hiring manager's impression of us. While in the moment, we can provide answers that we were confident about, but upon reflection, they make us a little nervous. That's why preparing for an interview is essential and as much about what you shouldn't say as it is about what you should. So let's talk about a couple of things you should try to avoid saying if you want to land that job offer. First up is, in 5 years, I see myself in your position. While this may very well be true, it more than likely won't be received well. Initially, it could sound like you're coming for them and their job, and no one likes to feel threatened. If it's not taken that way, they could assume that you see yourself doing their role at another company, which means they think you'll jump ship and aren't committed to the organization. Instead, discuss how you envision yourself growing within the company, skills that make you qualify for the role you're interviewing for, and how you can expand your skill set to become a greater resource. Next up is, my biggest weakness is that I'm a perfectionist. This answer is a cliche and a total cop-out. Hiring managers ask these questions to understand your level of self-awareness and your drive for self-development. When responding to the weakness question, I always suggest choosing and discussing something that you truly need to improve on, but you've already been working on improving or have a plan to improve. The last thing you shouldn't say is, can you tell me more about the company? This question can take many forms, including what does your company do, or what is your company's mission? In asking these type of questions, you're telling the interviewer that you didn't do your research, which negatively impacts their first impression of you. Instead, try to be more specific with your line of questioning, and for the love of all things holy, do not ask a question you can easily find the answer to on Google. Interviews are all about impressions and are the ultimate determinant of if you'll land the job. You may be the most qualified candidate for the role, but if you can't sell that in an interview, you'll more than likely be overlooked for the job. This tip was brought to you by Tristan of Layfield Resume Consulting. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Layfield Resume, or connect with me, Tristan Layfield, on LinkedIn.